Hello. How's it going? Today I got a lot of ground to cover in the video. As you can see, to celebrate, I'm wearing one of my favorite vests. So I'm going to talk about a couple things today. But first, I got a question. Where do you film? And the answer is in my basement. I actually have a small functional workshop down here. Right now I'm building, with my neighbor, we're making some cutting boards for Christmas gifts. And, you know, not to go too far off topic, but it's amazing how much the tooling actually matters when you're building, with woodworking. And I'm realizing I'm a little spoiled. So my main wood shop, which is about an hour from here, I've got good, really nice saws and everything. And then I've got a small, cheap Home Depot saw here. And trying to make these cuts as accurate as we could, I was pretty surprised by the lack of accuracy in my, I'll say, affordable saw. And here's a sample board that I made up at Kuroga with my good saw. And this thing, the cuts on that saw are spot on. This one's a bit of a mess, but it's going to be a really nice Christmas gift for my neighbor. I'm really happy to be working on it with him. So just thought I'd share a little bit about that. And I'm always happy to, I think at some point I'm going to run out of clothes to talk about. So, maybe I'll get into some tool reviews. Tell me if you like that idea. Woodworking stuff I'm doing, timber framing stuff that I'm doing, sawyering. I've got a small chainsaw mill that I rove around and get slabs, make slabs and stuff. So, I got a lot of other things I can talk about besides clothes. But today we are talking about clothes because I still have quite a few things to roll through. And the subject for today is vests, or as I like to say, my biggest investment. I actually don't know if it's dollar for dollar, but I think I have more vests than any other single piece of clothes. So I'm going to take you through my collection, what I like, what I don't like, why, and what I hope to do someday. And then I do want to talk about one exciting thing that Filson just released, or re-released, I should say. And, I'm really happy about that. So, from a branding perspective, I'm going to talk about Filson quite a bit today. I bought all this stuff with my own money. And there's actually only 2 of these vests that I've bought retail. All the rest I bought on the secondary market, on eBay or whatever. So just to say out loud, you don't have to spend $1 million to get some nice vests. eBay is a great place to shop. And if you wait around for a deal, probably not this time of year, everyone's buying them up for Christmas gifts and stuff. I found the best deals in the spring before summer, when people are like, if I don't sell this now, it's going to sit in my closet for 6 months because it's too hot. So, keep an eye on the seasonality of some of this stuff, and you can grab a couple pretty cheap. So I will talk about the ones on the wall, then I'll talk about the ones I'm wearing, and I'll bring a second set out because there's a lot of them. I think I have a bit of a problem. So we're going to start right here. This is the Filson Fleece vest, and I bought this as an experiment when I was in the middle of buying all these wool vests. And I bought it because it was $39, and I thought, well, for 39 bucks, what do I have to lose? And I'll tell you what, dollar for dollar, this fleece vest, and I liked it so much I bought the same exact vest in blue. This one might have been like 49 bucks, but dollar for dollar, these are absolutely awesome vests. I like them a lot. I wear them constantly. They're so comfortable, light-ish, easy to throw on. They've got hand warmer pockets, a chest pocket. They are international. This one's Bangladesh. But as far as like a good, really high quality item at a good price point, these fleece vests are nice. If I zoom in a little bit, you can kind of see in my dog and cat hair, but you can see the nice knit pattern on the outside, which I like, because this is primarily, a polar fleece garment, like the inside's a fleece lined, which again, super comfortable, but the outside has this nice knit texture and look, so it's kind of a hybrid. And I do really like because it just looks a little more sophisticated than your typical fleece, and it doesn't get that kind of worn pilly thing that fleece does as easily. I mean, there's a little bit of pilling on here, but the other thing is they're so cheap. Like, I wear it for work, I wear it for play, I do jobs in it, you know, whatever. Like, it's just a nice garment. So yeah, same thing with the blue. I got, you know, just to mix and match with different layers. You know, I do like both. I probably wear the blue a little bit more. Also, when I bought the blue one, it was almost brand new. This one was pretty loved, so this one ends up doing more work jobs, casual. This one I do wear at business stuff sometimes. So put these on the side, and then you can kind of see this next one. Now, all three of these are the same cut that I'm gonna talk about for the most part. They all have the, I'm gonna call it the cruiser cut, which yell at me if that's incorrect. So the cruiser cut, if you think about like a Packer coat or a Mackinac cruiser, you know, you've got the one pocket, and then you've got, I used to think these were for bullets, although, you know, they could be for pens, pencils, whatever. So you got these three long pockets, one kind of bigger pocket, two hand warmer pockets, and that's pretty consistent across these vests. So this one is a very, I like this just because it's rare. It's called the Hawthorne plaid pattern that Filson released quite a while back, and I have a matching little bag. I think they call it the field bag that's in this Hawthorne plaid. So if I want to coordinate, that's cool. Comfortable. It's I don't know if this is Mackinac wool. It feels a little thinner. It's still a beefy wool. You know, I think it could. I can't tell. Feels a little thinner, but maybe it is a Mackinac. And this one is, because it's old, this one is 100% virgin wool, Seattle, all the good stuff. Back when Filson was, yeah, made in USA. Virgin wool, professionally dry clean only. Got the horn style buttons, and inside no interior pockets. But this is, these types of vests I consider more of a liner. Like, you're not really gonna be, you know, pulling anything from the inside pocket on these. They usually you're all buttoned up. So yeah, I like this vest a lot. The other Mackinac wool vest, and sorry I'm off camera. If you've been on this channel, you know I don't have time to edit. I just one shot in these videos. This is a Mackinac, and it does feel a touch thicker. So the Mackinac vest, I wear this a lot, like over a black dress shirt or a white dress shirt. It's got some, I like the color. Red's my favorite color, if you didn't know. But yeah, kind of same as the other one. Same cut, same pattern. I have noticed that an XL from the 90s is smaller than an XL from now. And there, you know, I saw some comments in a recent video about vanity sizing, and I can absolutely say that that's true. Same thing with these other ones, which we'll talk about. New ones versus old ones. The old ones are a little tight. New ones fit better. So sizing, if you get an old one, you might want to consider a slightly larger size than you think, because they don't necessarily go 1-to-1. In the older style garments, I know now that I'm a 2XL. So some of the older ones, like I can fit in there a little snug. You know, new ones, I'm an XL. And that goes for all the vests I'm talking about today as far as sizing, because they are pretty consistent otherwise. So yeah, you know, typical Mackinac wool. You can wear it as a liner. You can wear it over a shirt. You know, again, it just adds a layer of warmth. And I got into vests because a couple things. One, I like to keep my arms unencumbered. You know, I do a lot of woodworking and all that kind of stuff, and when I'm in my shop is not heated. So if I'm out there doing a lot of work, I don't want to wear a bulky long sleeve. It just doesn't, you know, it's annoying. And then I also got into vests. You know, I do a lot of, in my day job, I do tech. So I'm going to meetings and conferences and all that stuff. And I just noticed for my personal brand, for my own like fashion taste, like having a vest, I think is just a good way to like not wear a sport coat, but dress up more, and it gives you more. Like I don't always need to even bring a coat. Just a nice vest is good. So yeah, you know, I've been doing that for a while, and I like them a lot. So I'll talk about this one. I like this one's interesting. Also, they have some camouflage patterns on sale for like 50 bucks on the outlet right now. So if you want to get into Filson, like new and cheap, and you like camouflage, this is the rugged twill pattern. And I wear this a lot when I'm working in the shop. It's robust. It's a heavy I don't know if it's nylon. I think it's cotton. I had to look at the label. I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. Where are you, label? There we go. So the rugged twill fabric is, come on, tag. 100% something. It's gotta be cotton. It feels like cotton. I just wanna, there we go. Made in USA of imported materials, 100% cotton. It's gotta be cotton. Literally the tag is in a bunch of languages. 100% K-A-T-O-E-N. That's gotta be some language for cotton, right? Oh yeah, 100% cotton in really small text. So this is cotton. But yeah, still, this is new, made in USA. I don't know if everyone is. I got this about 6 months ago. I did get this retail, although it was on sale at a retail store. It was cool. I don't know if you know this. If you go to a Filson store and you buy something, they will ship it to your home for free. Because I was there in business, and you know, I always travel really light. I didn't want to bring an extra vest home. They just shipped it home for me. So that was cool. I didn't want to carry the bag around all day. Differences with this one, it's got flat pockets on the front, you know, to put stuff in addition to your hand warmers. So just a little bit of an extra feature on the rugged twill vest. When I bought this, I got it on sale, probably $150. You know, a little pricey, but I'm like collect them all. But this has ended up being a great vest to use in the wood shop. It looks like we're all out, but no. Now we're moving on to dress. These are not work vests for me. These are what I wear to business functions most of the time. I love the Western vest that Filson makes, and that's what I'm wearing right now. So lapelled collar, it's got kind of a high neck, and what the difference is with these, they don't have, I'll say the pockets are not very utilitarian. They're very narrow. So if I'm doing a business event, what's funny is even though these are more decorative than anything, I end up having like sunglasses, business cards, mints, tickets, you know, like they are still pretty useful. Now, one thing I've thought about doing is actually having these pockets enlarged so that I can stick a phone in, because the phone doesn't fit. But I've had, out of all my vests, this one right here has seen more wear than any. I'm not kidding. I've probably worn this vest 500 times. I bought this in like 2016, and it is robust, and I've had it dry cleaned a few times. It looks brand new when I bring it back from the dry cleaner. And I just think this vest in particular, this charcoal Western vest, which is still available on the Filson website because it's just such a classic. It's so versatile. You can wear it with almost anything. The wool gives you some of that, you know, environmental performance. You go out in the rain, you go out in the cold, whatever. It looks great. And, you know, it always, like, I just feel like it ups your game in the dress department. unique. Although now I'm giving you all my secrets. So yeah, I love this vest. Now I've been trying, you know, I like Weather Wool a lot too. They just came out with what they call the 5-pocket vest. And I think the Weather Wool is going to be a serious contender. I actually, talking of business trips, I was on a business trip when Weather Wool dropped their 5-pocket vest, and I missed the chance to get my size. So I've been talking to Ralph over there, and you know, they're gonna make more, and as soon as they do, I gotta be there on day one to snap it up. So anyway, I can't speak highly enough of the performance of this vest as far as just what I've used it for, but when I see the Weather Wool, I think they're pushing an envelope there. Their wool denim fabric, I think, again, this is just a theory, I think it's going to be more comfortable to wear. I mean, this is Mackinaw wool. It's a little scratchy, which I can feel it on my neck sometimes. It's fine. You get used to it. But the Weather Wool denim fabric, I think, will be a little softer. I like the pocket layout, but it still has these nice lapels. And Weather Wool does have those slot buttons on their stuff. So, you know, I'm definitely going to get one when I can get one in my size. I don't care what color they release. I'm going to buy it. Except maybe not Lynx, because I wouldn't wear that to a business conference. But, you know, I don't think they make Lynx denim anyway. So, anyway, that's my favorite, most worn vest. And then what's left on the wall is two more versions. So I've got the charcoal. I've got the green. I love the green. This is a Filson lightweight Alaskan guide shirt, which I need to review at some point. I bought this on sale. If I didn't buy it on sale, I would have sent it back, but I got it for like $30, so I decided to keep it. The TLDR, sorry, I don't mean to go off topic, is this. The original lightweight Alaskan guide shirts that I bought from Filson were a flannel fleeced kind of fabric. When I bought this set, I bought 2 of them. Again, super cheap. So you know, whatever. It's not fleeced fabric. It's just cotton twill. So it's not what I expected. I thought I'd get a lightweight Alaskan. I got this cotton twill, which is still fine. It's just not what I wanted, really. So I kept them because I like the colorway, and you know, they're both like holiday themed, so they don't get a lot of wear anyway. But just saying that out loud, beware the new lightweight Alaskan guide. They're not like a flannel. They're more like this, unless they've changed it back. So going back to vests, this one is unique, and if you ever find one, I would highly recommend it. This is the same Western vest, released in Filson's whipcord fabric. So whipcord is a wool twill, and you know, it just is it feels robust, but it's a lot softer, and it doesn't feel this like itchy like the Mackinaw wool. And you know, I like this vest. I probably wear this one second most now because it looks good with a white dress shirt, even though it's my regret with this is it's starting to wear. I bought it used on eBay, and you know, like you can see, there's just starting to be some wear and tear in some of the seams. There's a couple loose threads. So I'm sadly, like, this vest is just showing its age, but not from a functional life. This vest has tons and tons and tons of life left in it. At a business conference, it's starting to look a little threadbare, but I'll still sneak it in. So what's really cool about this, you know, again, made in USA, and this has this gorgeous lightweight flannel liner that is also 100% wool. And it's just such a nice touch. And then out of all these vests, this has an interior pocket, which is the only Western vest that I've ever seen that has an interior pocket. And that, it's just nice to have, because I will stick my phone in here when I'm traveling, and then it's kind of secure and all that stuff. Otherwise, functionally the same. Pockets are pretty narrow, all the rest. But really cool. If you see a twill Western vest, I highly recommend it. And also, this is less hot. I don't know if I said it. It's not as hot as this. You know, this is an insulating layer. This is more of a dress weight. So I do like this one a lot, which is another reason why I want the weather wool, because it's thinner. And then last but not least, I have the same vest in a navy moleskin. And this one also is like, I'll call it a little less hot. And the moleskin, it's grown on me. I thought moleskin would just look a little too basic, but when you pair this with a nice tie and a white shirt, it can actually go pretty formal. Or you can wear it with a flannel, and it tends to just blend whatever you're doing. Only beef with this, same with the dark one, is I have I have a orange cat and a golden retriever, and you know it when you wear these clothes. But buy stock and lint rollers. I don't know if you have that. So yeah, that's vests in a nutshell. You know, again, I've been really happy overall with my investment in Filson vests. I am looking forward to the future, getting some weather wool. And I can't wait till that becomes available again. But let's talk about something very Filson specific. And I just want to share because this is how excited I am about it. And you'll probably laugh when I bring it up. You know, in my other videos, I have some Filson waxed canvas jackets, and this is all you could get for them for a long time from Filson. Oil finish wax, and you see this right here? 1 1/8 fluid ounces. So it looks big when I hold it like this, but when I hold it like this, it's like, okay. And those jackets are thirsty. So this is what they had way back when I got into Filson. This is what they had, 3 3/4. You can see the size difference, and you can see the size difference. The 3 3/4, and there's a price tag on it. $10 for 3 3/4, $5 for 1 1/8. So you need 3 of these to equal this. So unit cost went way up, and this is just wasteful because a jacket, I waxed one jacket with this. I waxed a jacket and used more than half for just a regular jacket. Some of their jackets, like their packer coats and stuff I have, will go through a lot of this. I can make a waxing video sometime too. I should do that. So I was kind of bummed when this, and then even these had a shortage for a while. So people were like, what do I use to replace it with? And I heard a story told me from a Filson guy who worked at the store in San Francisco. Somebody was buying up everything that Filson was releasing and calling stores and buying all of these, and they were selling them on Amazon for like $20 a piece. So they're making $15 profit per tin and selling them. Because there even was a time when I was like, why is Filson wax so expensive? Because it was like this monopoly. So this is the good news. Look at this. I have not even opened it. In my last order, they're back, at least for now. So if you are thinking about putting in an order with Filson, look at that. Back to the $10 price point. I'm going to open it right now, and let's compare this new wax versus the old wax and see if there's a difference. This is that. All right. Color-wise, almost the same, but look at the size difference. So now we get a 3.5 ounce. We have a much more minimal logo. No, old one had directions, new one does not. $10 for each. So unit cost is functionally the same. Okay, a 1/4 ounce difference. Let's see if I can get this open. Let's see if the product smells and looks the same. All right, I'm gonna see what it feels like. I mean, it feels and looks and smells functionally identical to the old wax. So, the TLDR, I mean, I'm gonna wax a coat and see how it goes, but we're back in business, y'all. Anyone who wants to re-wax their jackets, they got the big ones. Get them now before they sell out again. That is great news. So, anyway, that's a little surprise. As a Filson fanboy, or whatever you want to call me, Filson Army, Filson fan, Filson wearer, they're back. So, yeah, please drop a comment. I've got a few more Filson and overall clothing videos kind of on deck. Want to do flannels and kind of shirt review. I just got a one of their waffle knit thermal shirts from Filson, but I think the flannel is going to be like across a couple brands. Waffle knit's obviously a Filson one, and you know, I got a couple more weather wool observations to share, but no new clothes yet. So anyway, you know, I think I've got a few more of these types of videos, and then I need to transition into something else that's winter appropriate. So looking forward to comments, questions. Oh, footwear. Do footwear for a while. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for stopping by today. Hope you have a great day, and yeah, take care. Bye.